Okay, welcome ladies and gentlemen to my second ever video on this channel. Really exciting. We're gonna do V-Swarm again, mainly because, like I said in the previous video, I still have a lot I want to do here, and there is still a lot to do. Now, between episodes, obviously I've been busy playing the game and whatnot, and if you can see, if you look at my hive, the difference between last video and this video, if I can put a picture up, I'll show you. But we have gotten now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more mythic bees, roughly, which, if you don't know, is, I believe, a roughly 1 in 25,000 chance of happening from a royal jelly. And as you can see, I don't have any more. So, yeah. Okay, now the crazy part about that is, this gifted vector I accidentally used a star treat on because I didn't know I was supposed to only use them on, you know, your event bees, which we also are now at 39 out of 40 toward the Supreme Star Amulet because I gifted Puppy and I gifted Festive, and Gummy. I believe those are the only 3 that changed. However, I got this gifted vector bee in about 300k to 400k royal jellies, which is supposed to be a 1 in 5 million chance, just to be, I think. I'm pretty confident on that. I know that a mythic bee is a 1 in, I think, 25,000, but typically it is closer to 1 in 100k, so I didn't want to risk any jellies. But from what I've experienced doing this, it is a 1 in 25k. Typically, I've got them in a less than 50k, but I've gotten some of these mythics in as little as 3k royal jellies. I can't make that up. Now, I don't know what's going to be on today's agenda, but if you can see, I have 720 tickets again, so I'm probably going to grind up for more honey later today and see if we can get some better wins from the Wind Shrine. And some of you who watched the previous video might be a little upset at me saying I don't ever get good wins because I was giving the Wind Shrine the wrong things. Turns out, if you check the wiki, if you want coconut wins, you really just have to give it coconuts or, you know, your good old... I like to call them white extracts, but in reality, they're just, you know, your tropical drinks. I couldn't think of the name for a minute there. Anyway, today, yeah, like I said, probably gonna go for some honey, see if we can get some more tickets. I will check in a second. If I'm not wrong, that's gonna be about 100 billion in tickets, because I need one more star treat for SSA, which, for those of you who don't know, is a very, very big step up. If you look at my hive, I actually am getting to the point where this is becoming a bit better of a white hive. I have a total of, last time I checked, 5 precise bees and 8 vector bees, 2 of which are gifted here and 1 of which is gifted here. I also have 4 fuzzy bees, 1 of which is gifted, which I do plan to get rid of in the future. I personally think you only really need 1 or 2. If you need 2, I feel like I don't really understand how under or overperforming works. You'd have to, I can figure that out and I'll post a video on that later probably, but that's something I still have to figure out, so I don't feel qualified to speak on that. However, I figure if you are underperforming in a field or you're like underfilling whatever, if you throw a second fuzzy bee, it might help. I don't know. That's not a question for me to answer. I also, if you notice, have 1 Buoyant Bee and 2 Tads. Simply because Buoyant Bee, if I can gift him, that gifted hive bonus is great. Same with his Surprise Party. Because what his Surprise Party does is it has a chance to spawn the white boost tokens, which you can only get from like random events and stuff. White boost tokens, there aren't bees. It's like the same thing as a blue boost or a red boost token. I'd see if I could get an example of it, but I really can't. Ignore my buddy right here. I don't know if that's gonna pop up. My buddy won't shut up about Discord and stuff. I don't use it that much. He uses it all the time. I tell him just send me a message in chat. He doesn't do that. So ignore him. I apologize for that. I'll figure out ways to edit that out later on. But like I said, I am still relatively new to this, so be patient with me. Okay, now we're up at the ticket shop, and we're just gonna give this a good old check. And as you can see, 500 tickets, 175 billion. I obviously don't need 500 tickets, so I don't think it's gonna cost that much. It still could, because if you don't know, when you buy tickets, it scales. The first time I bought tickets to get gifted, I want to say it was Puppy Bee. I didn't want to be patient, so I bought 500 tickets, and it was like 101 billion, and it jumped to 175. So, is it expensive? Yeah, and I agree with most people's opinion on this. You shouldn't ever buy tickets unless, like, you're where I'm at in the game. I think at my point in the game, I think if you're buying tickets, it's like you're able to I can make 30 billion honey in probably like 2 hours of sitting in the spider field or something. If I just sit there with like some glitter or a tropical drink, I can get it done in about probably 2 hours, not even. 2 hours is me being realistic for other people, because it's gonna vary a lot and it just depends where you're at in the game. Now, I am going to need probably about 100 billion, because as you can see, this is at 30 billion already. Oh man, that's gonna be a grind. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do in today's episode. It's not gonna be that great. Oh crap, I missed the puff shrooms. Yeah, I did it again. Now, if you missed the first video, I need mushrooms. They give you tickets, and then I don't have to buy so many, so make my life a little easier. Not to mention, I still am looking for more blueberries, because I still have not got gifted Buoyant Bee. I have gave this little guy here. There are other words I would use, but I would like to keep this channel family friendly. So this little guy, little bugger, I have fed him about, probably realistically, I'd say 15k blueberries, and he's still not gifted. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know how to get more blueberries quickly. And the other thing I will say is I have been trying to get mutations on bees, and I finally got an ability rate mutation on Bear Bee. Even though it is 1% and absolutely terrible for ability rate, like probably the lowest percentage you can get, ability rate is still very, very good. I have a 2% ability rate on Vector Bee with this bee quip, which I think, yep, gives him 3% ability rate, and then 6% ability pollen. Very good. With Shy Bees gifted, that increases 5% ability pollen. So due to all those factors, all my Vector Bees are doing a lot better. I have a 2% ability rate on this Precise Bee. I got very lucky. And we're going to do a little bit of gambling here. I think we're going to go with probably one of these vectors here. Just see if we can get like an energy mutation or something. Actually, we'll do my gifted vector. I just got him the other day. Let's see. Now, typically with bitter berries, I like to do it 25 at a time. I'm doing 23 here because if you look at the number, it's going to go to 75 if my math, yeah. Now we're at 75. And now we can do 25 every single time. And it just, this way, because if I gave it 98, there's a chance I get 2 mutations. While that is a very, very low chance, it's still possible for it to happen. So we'll see what happens. It looks like this time we're not going to get lucky. I'm going to feed another neon berry for the hell of it. I've got 270 of them. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. I know they're for something later down the line, but that's way later down the line. And, oh, 2% critical chance. I did not know that that was even a mutation. I didn't know that that even existed as a mutation. I'm low-key going to keep that, because if I use his triangulate ability, which is like the big appeal of Vector Bee, if we can get a token here, let's see if one of the like a billion of them. Ah, here we go. This is triangulate, this triangle, right? Now that, as you can see, that 90k that came up, those are crits. So if we can get this triangulate to have a higher crit chance, there's a better chance to get more from it. So, you know, pretty good. Okay, this here is my paper planner, and a lot of you may be asking, okay, well, if you have the pesticide planner, the red clay planner, the blue clay planner, like gummy planner, Why are you using paper planners? Well, I actually did decide, I had a quest prior to this for Spirit Bear, and it was, the only thing I had left was give my bee like 1,000 strawberries, and I was holding off on it because I wanted to see if I could get a spicy bee and then feed it strawberries to gift it. That didn't happen, as you can clearly see. If it did, we would have the Supreme Star Amulet right now. It didn't happen, unfortunately, but you know, that's gonna happen. Bee Swarm's a lot of RNG. I say that, but it kind of is and kind of isn't, because there's a guy, if you've seen his videos, I think he's kind of cool, go check him out. He's doing a series right now where he is beating Bee Swarm Simulator only using basic bees, which, obviously, gifted basic bee, he's good, right? If we look at gifted basic bee, I gave him this bee equipped, you know, it makes him a little bit better, ability raised, this is actually a pretty decent snow globe. Now, I gave it to Basic Bee because he's like the only bee I can put it on. And he doesn't have any abilities besides the snow globe, so, you know, it makes it... You get what I'm getting at, right? If you give him an ability and I give him ability rate with that, it'll make the snow globe happen more often because it's the only ability he has. So, hopefully it works in my favor. I don't know if that's 100% guaranteed, but whatever, right? Now, Gifted Basic Bee gives you 1.2 times pollen. That's really, really, really good. If you ask literally anybody, Gifted Basic Bee is probably one of the best bees in the game. Even though there are mythics and stuff, and he is a common, that 1.2 times pollen when you get late game really, really shows. Because it stacks upon all your other buffs, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, like I said, so feel free to fact check anything I say. Perfect, we just got 2 oils from good old plant room. That's why we had it. I need 5 oil tokens, and the best way I have figured out how to get tokens like that is these paper planners. If you just sit AFK for like an hour, not even, I think it took me like 30 minutes. And your bees will pollinate it faster if you're in the field, and then it takes an hour base to grow. So, you know, if you sit in the field, it takes like 30 minutes, and then you know, you get your oil tokens, or if you go do it in Pineapple, you can get probably enzymes, I think. That's not confirmed, so let me double check that, and I'll tell you guys in a later video. Okay, so I know we said that we were gonna grind up to get the last bit of, you know, last bit of money we needed to buy the tickets for the good old SSA and to get gifted. I don't even know what I would gift. If I'm not wrong, I think I'm gonna gift Buoyant. Just because, like I said, those the balloons, what are they called? Ah, surprise balloons. The surprise balloons are very, very good just regardless of what hive you are. Even just having 1 Buoyant bee in your hive, like, when you convert that balloon, that's still, like, you're getting about... For me, personally, I tend to get, like, an extra 1 to 2 billion after a big boost. I think the most I've ever seen the balloon get up to was, like, 4 billion, because I don't convert. I have, like, 0 convert rate, right? My entire convert rate revolves around micro-converters and the things around the map, the instant converters. So, or Ant Challenge. For those of you who didn't know, if you go into Ant Challenge with a full bag and you just die, it instantly converts your whole bag. So you can actually use your Ant Passes as instant converters. It's kind of nice. Regardless, my instant conversion is relatively high, which is the only reason that is. If you're newer to the game, do not try to replicate what I am doing. There's a lot of advice I can give you, and I'm probably going to make a video on it next week. I didn't want to make a video on it this week because I don't know how many people are going to see it. This is still a new channel. But I will make a video next week about how to boost correctly and about like what hive you should do and why, and I'll go into a lot of details about that. Because there's a lot of videos out there that don't do the best job of explaining all that, I feel like. And I feel like I personally know a little bit more than those videos. I'm not gonna list any in Perlin. I'm not dissing those videos, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a douchebag. It's just some of those videos are a little hard to understand for the newer player, I feel like, so I feel like I could dumb it down and I can make a pretty good video off of it. And like I said, it's for your guys' benefit. It's not for, like, I'm not trying to get anything out of this. This YouTube, I'm doing it because it's fun. This is my take on, like, I like to edit and I like to make this content, and you know, you guys like the content, you like the content. If you don't, you don't, right? Anyway, after that heartwarming speech, I'm going to actually try to wrap up this Spirit Spree quest so that this way we can hopefully, because I am now, if you look at the wiki, I am now 2 quests away after this one. I'm 2 away from the final Spirit Petal, which for me is Windy Bee. Now, in that later video, I will tell you why that is a really bad thing, and I should have got Windy Bee first, if not the Petal Belt first. Because there's a lot of math behind it, and I could go into detail, but a lot of people will say you should get the Petal Belt before the Petal Wand. I don't know if that's a joke or if that's legit. I'm sure somebody's got a video somewhere explaining it. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description, and you guys can go check that out. But that's a very late game item. Like, you're not going to get that within, like, a week of just playing the game to start. That's going to take you, like, 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe. If you know what you're doing and you make a new account, it might take you, like, 4 seconds. I don't know. But, in my opinion, if you're newer to the game, it'll take you about 3 weeks to 2 to 3 weeks. Right, that's a safe bet. Now, I'm going to cut out here. I will see if I can speed this up. If you can't tell, the audio quality is obviously better. I figured that out. A lot of comments on the last video were, you should figure out your audio quality. I can't really hear you, you know, it's good content, but that, and I appreciate that, I really do. So I appreciate that we're getting comments. I appreciate that people are telling me little things to improve. I really appreciate the feedback, guys. I like to say that. I very much appreciate the feedback. It's taken well. Now, I have figured out the audio issue, if you can't tell. All I had to do was drop the game volume and it fixed itself. So we're good. So if you can hear me better, great. Now I am going to finish up the Spirit Spree quest. If I can figure out how to speed up so you guys can see like a montage and then put audio over it, I'm going to do that. So we'll cut back, or you'll see a montage here in a little bit. Okay, and we're back. As you can see, we finished the collect 3 billion pollen from Pumpkin Patch and the 300 million goo. Now, obviously, I'm a white hive. The goo is easy, but that 3 billion Pumpkin Patch pollen without a boost was it wasn't bad. I'm not even gonna lie. That was also not bad. The 6 billion white pollen. A lot of you are wondering. Let's just say I did a coconut boost. I did 2 of them, actually. One of them I did last week, and I actually got up to 200 billion pollen. I got it to a point where I had triangulate the ability of Vector Bee go off, and it literally said up here at honey per second. It was just at 1,000. Well, yeah, I got that all the way up to 478 million a second, which, in my opinion, that's kind of nuts. That's really nuts. The second boost I did there was, I think, just the other day, and I got about 100 billion. I didn't refresh it because I was using too many microconverters because I ran out of, I was running out of honeysuckles, and when you run out of honeysuckles, it really slows you down. I also believe I was missing a boost that I just couldn't put my head on. I didn't know. But I was overfilling way quick. It could be because, like I said, I got a bunch of mythics and whatnot now. But yeah, big coconut boost and got a bunch of stuff. That's how we were able to get all those royal jellies for all the mythics and whatnot. last thing for this quest that we gotta do is 3 billion from the mushroom. So we're just gonna. This might take a minute. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. I might just honestly wait on it because I don't really want to try to grind. We can just do a test here. We'll just see if I'm just gonna sit here for like a minute and we're gonna see just how much we can get. I'm not gonna speed this clip up because again, I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. We're just gonna see what'll happen. Okay, we sat in the mushroom field for literally a couple of seconds. I don't even think it was a full minute. There's mushrooms up here. Somebody I think opened their planter or something, so I'm gonna do these mushrooms instead. Like we did not get. We got a decent amount in like 30 seconds, but I don't want to sit in that mushroom field without a boost. That's my take on it. A lot of people will say, "Oh, well, you should just sit there and grind it out." I really don't want to do that. That's gonna take so long. Which, granted, if I did do that, could I probably also finish the catch falling coconuts and the inspire tokens? Yeah, probably could. But those will just have more time regardless of what I do. And I am probably gonna buff in coconut later today, or boost in coconut later today. So it's not really gonna matter. That guy's hacking. Yo, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on, let's see him get this. Hold on, I'm gonna help him get this. No, I'm not hacking the help. I'm not help. Ugh. Words are hard. English is hard. I speak English mainly. I cannot speak any other language. So, oh, there he goes. Look at that. Yeah, I was right. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, he's obviously hacking, and I'm not helping the hackers. So, just let that be known. I don't support it, but at the end of the day, like, if they were, like, somebody will ban them along the way. I could file a report, but if you guys haven't seen the Roblox drama going around, I'm not gonna give my opinion on it, because my opinion on it is probably not a very popular opinion on it, but it's from my perspective. It's just... Now, don't get me wrong, like, I don't support what Roblox is doing in any way, shape, or form. I like the platform, and if it came down to it, I don't want to see Roblox go. I don't want the app to close down, because I feel like I can make very good content for you guys with this platform, regardless of how unsafe it is, or how unsafe it's been proven to be. That's my take on it. Very rough around the edges. I don't want to get into it. So there's my opinion on it. Right, a lot of drama. In my opinion, it's a lot of drama, and I think it's a lot of clout. That's my take. A lot of you may not agree with that, but that's just from what I'm seeing go around the web. I'm gonna wrap up mushrooms. So I'm just gonna convert this last little bit here, and then what can we do today? I think I might. I don't know. I'm very torn. I might do, actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a Robo challenge. I think the Robo challenge is ridiculously hard. Like, I have level 14 Bs, level 13 Bs. I'm majority level 13, but I do have 14 Bs. All of my precise Bs are 14. Vicious is 14. All of my vectors are 14. So anything that's gonna do a lot of damage, it's all level 14. That's pretty, like, that's not cheap. That's like at least, just to get 1 B to level 14, that's at least probably, I think, 30 billion a B. I don't know if that math's right, so you have to take my word for it, or you could do the math. Anyhow, we're gonna start this Robo Bear challenge because I think this could be interesting. I want to show you guys how ridiculous this is, even for somebody at my level, right? Now, for those of you who don't know what Robo Bear's challenge is, it basically very, very heavily debuffs you, and you have to, like, it basically off raw stats, right? I guess that's how I'd word it. Off raw stats, you have to, like, complete the objectives. For instance, this one, if you look on the right, it's collect white pollen and collect red pollen. It's only 20k, right? So for me, I can get that in one hit of this petal wand normally. Any one of my bees can do that in like 4 seconds. Now, the reason you may be asking, okay, well then why isn't that happening in 4 seconds? Because when you do a Robo challenge, you can see how much it debuffs you. Like, that's absurd. Anyway, this debuff, like I said, this is so... I didn't even know it was that bad. Like, I never even bothered to look at this. It's really, really, really bad. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up this here in a second. This should take only like 4 seconds. I don't think it's gonna take very long. After we do this Robo challenge, I do think I'm gonna end the video, just because I have a lot of editing to do, and I got a lot to do today. Like I said, I will probably upload. My upload schedule is probably gonna be you can probably count on 1 video every single Friday. Every Friday, I'm gonna upload 1 video minimum. So minimum 1 upload a week. This week was 2. Next week might be 2, because like I said, there is a Beast Form like how-to video I want to publish, just because I feel like I can give some pretty straightforward advice, just because I have played this game the hard way the whole time. I didn't do my star eggs correctly. I didn't do my star treats correctly. So I have messed this up very, very bad. So I've gone through a lot in this game. Not to say that like I've like, oh, it's been hard because I made it hard. Like, that's not what I'm getting at. But I have definitely done things a lot harder than they could have been done. So I feel like I've got a lot of good advice to give. So I feel like it's just going to make your guys' lives easier should you play this game. Obviously, if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you know what this game is. So we'll see. Now, this is, like I said, very easy quest. It's not going to be very difficult. Precise Bee, if you don't know, Precise Bee is the best bee for Robo Bear. This Robo Bear challenge, Precise Bee, is the best, period. That's from my experience. There's a chance that other bees are better, but from my personal experience, Precise Bee is absurd. Oh, this is tough. Do I go for another Precise, or do I go for my Beesmas Hat ability rate gifted vector? That's tough. I am gonna go for Precise. I need more damage. That hurt. That hurt to do, but I need more damage. That's that. I need more damage. Ooh, +1 cogs per round. When you do this, you should definitely. I'll go over this in my other video that I'm gonna make probably later this week. It depends, because for those of you who don't know, I'm in college. Like I'm not gonna go into too much detail of how old I am, but I'm in college, and yeah, I'm taking a couple pretty rough college courses this year, so I do need to dedicate. Oh, see, look at that. That's power Precise Bee right there. Anyway, back to what I'm getting at. I am in college, so my upload schedule is going to be a little weird. So bear with me. At some point, like when I'm on like breaks and whatnot, when I'm on Thanksgiving break or like Christmas leave or whatever after finals, I probably will upload probably 3 to 4 times a week. So you will see a lot more uploads from me around that time, because I don't got nothing better to do. I'm gonna be real with you. Anyhow, let's go back to our quest here. Oh, this is good. Vicious Bee is good. Let's. I don't really like these. Do I want to re-roll it? Nah, we're gonna take Basic Bee. We're gonna take Basic Bee and we're gonna go with that. Now, a lot of you may say, oh, well, this looks good. It's 3 cogs per round. Yeah, but you don't want to lessen your pollen any more than it's already lessened, if that makes sense. Any more, you're not gonna make anything. This is a very good one. Bonnet is very good in my opinion. If you really do need more damage and you're making so much pollen and you're like really high level, you're level 20 or something, obviously you don't need this advice, but this is not bad in my opinion. Or I don't think it would be. I could be super wrong with that, but who knows. Alright, next one, you know, 200,000 white pollen and 200,000 red pollen. This should be pretty straightforward. Oh, we're actually making, why are we making so much? I didn't even level up anything. All I did was get vectors and Precise Bees. Why am I making so much? Are the jelly beans? I mean, the jelly beans are good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing the jelly beans, but like, they're not that good. Like, I'm actually making way more. As you can see, my white pollen is way higher than my red pollen, because obviously I'm a white hive, but we're finally to the point that I think saying that isn't like as insane as it would have been in the previous video. So yeah. Alright, round 5. Okay, I haven't been keeping track. So round 5, we're gonna see what we can do. Red. Okay, so here's the thing. Red or white. That's my take. If you're a blue hive, you also want to go blue or white, but you know, I'm a white hive and I have red bees, like Precise Bees, so obviously going with a red is not going to kill me. It's not good. It's not good by any means, but it's not going to kill me. We're going to take that bonnet. I locked. Oh, for the record, you can lock. I'm going to go through this as I play it so you guys can get a grasp. You can lock your ability, so if you want, like, say this one for the next round, you can lock it, and then it'll be there next round. Obviously, this top one, I just bought something, so that'll get re-rolled, but this one will lock. We're gonna go with more red pollen just because that's the quest, and I'd like to. I don't need more white pollen because my white pollen's already really high. This is gonna be rough because what I like to do here is I like to kill all the mosquitoes first and then do the red pollen because otherwise you're just gonna get overran. There are so many mosquitoes and so many cog mowers once you get to like round 8 and 9. It's nuts. Like it's real bad. I would say that in other words. Like, if I didn't want to keep this family friendly, I would use other words. It's that bad. Well, it's hard to get a grasp of just how bad this challenge is. Like, if you're not hive level like 18, you're not gonna get anywhere. Like, I watched a video of a guy and he had a level 16 hive. He barely got past round 10. I can't get past round 10 because making 60 million pollen, it's 60 million pollen of red, white, or blue, and then kill 10 cogmores around the map. That takes so long to do, because as you can see, this cogmower has 5,000 HP. Like, what am I supposed to do? My bees literally do, like, less damage because of this. Oh, wait, no, they do the same damage. Okay, maybe I just need to upgrade my bees more. Well, like, I only have a certain amount. Like, obviously 1,000 damage. Like, that's real easy to do when you have, like, 47 bees like I do. But when you only have, like, 5, yeah, that's way more difficult. We're almost done with mosquitoes here, so that's good. And, this cog mower, I'm just ignoring him. I'm trying to keep my bees away. I don't want anything to do with that guy. He sucks. Like, ugh, man, I hate those cog mowers. I'm hoping we... Oh, please kill this mosquito quickly so we can stop getting reinforcements. If we can kill one more, like, real fast, they'll stop spawning. There we go. Okay, we're done with mosquito spawns. That's good. I'm at a ×6 mosquito toxin. I'm not making anything right now. Like, I am literally struggling, like, real bad. Because for those of you who don't know, when it says times 0.1, that's not giving me more pollen. That means it's taking my current pollen and multiplying it by a factor of 0.1. So I'm not making anything. Basically, that's like taking 1, or I guess here, let's use a number. Let's say 2 times 0.1 is 0.2, right? So you're making way less than 2. Or for instance, let's say you make, like you're new to the game, let's say you're making 100 pollen per hit from your shovel. Now you're only making 10. You're making 10% of what you would be, if that makes sense. I'm very good with percentages and stuff, so I can do that all on top of my head. Now, obviously, like, some numbers might not be right, but that is. Trust me on this. If you're making 100 pollen and you just move the decimal place, that's really as simple as it is. Now, we should complete this quest, hopefully. I'm hoping that we can finish this one up. If we can't, I'm gonna cry, dude. I am gonna cry because I have gotten at max to round 10 and lost on round 10 because that much pollen is insane. Especially when you're trying to dodge the mosquitoes and all your bees are focused on the mosquitoes. It is so impossibly difficult. Like, you need, like, level 16 bees to do it. Like, my hive at level 16, maybe I could pull it off. Or, like, if I use drives and stuff, like that up there, I'll look at that in a second so I can show you guys what that is. If I use drives and stuff, it might be a little different, but, it's rough. This challenge, like I said, it's really rough, and I don't recommend doing it. Like, I can't get above a bronze amulet right now. A bronze. Like, there's silver, gold, diamond, and supreme, and once you get a diamond amulet, you can get digital bee. So, yeah, it's really insane. Like, this score right now, like, there's my highest score, right? 45,000. That's honestly not bad. But these scores are so ridiculously insane, you've got no idea. Oh, by the way, if I can do it, I took a screenshot. I don't know if it was the real Elol, but I think I was playing with him in game, or he popped into my server. I took a screenshot of it, and I took a screenshot of, like, you know, this Roblox interface right here. So, you know, and this is obviously digital bee. If it was him, that's actually pretty cool. So, we'll see. This is the shop. Obviously, you need 50 cogs per drive. This is so expensive. Holy bro. Bro, what is this? This is nuts. Oh, okay, so these are the buffs, obviously. You're not going to get a glitch drive. I wouldn't worry about that. But, like, if you are struggling a little bit, these drives aren't, like, crazy expensive. If you get to round 5 and you don't buy any upgrades, you don't re-roll, and you just take the Bs, you can get 50 cogs, right? Not too terrible. However, the only reason you should be buying this is if you're like really struggling in the challenge. That's my take. If you're really struggling and you know like you just need a little bit of a boost to get a little farther, that's different. I accidentally clicked the info, so we're just gonna click through this. I really should toggle my auto clicker back, so when I had to turn in Mother Bears, or not Mother Bear, Spirit Bears quest later, you know, you turn on the auto clicker, it does it for you. It's a really good trick because that is the most ungodly dialogue ever. Clover. No, we're gonna do million. I'd rather do millions of pounds. Ooh, Fuzzy Bee. We can get a bit of field boost going here. That's not bad. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Cogs per round. That's the best thing you can get credit. Oh, that's very good. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful re-roll. Beautiful re-roll. Okay, let's do it. We're just gonna do it here, honestly. Ooh, that's a field dice. I'm gonna grab that. That's nice. Okay, I think if I just do this in, rows, we should be fine. Oh, why'd you have to go the wrong way? Oh. Well, Vector Beast throwing again. Vector Beast throwing. This guy, look at this guy. What a slacker. We're gonna have to start yelling at him for sleeping on the job. There's a... oh gosh, more... Oh, okay. This is what I mean, man. These mosquitoes, they suck. They're so bad. Obviously, you can still make a decent amount of pollen regardless of them, but ooh, they're rough. They make this way difficult. Okay, here you go, another precise feat. Now, if you line up all the precise marks, you get a 3x for focus, because if you sit in... Here, I'll give a demonstration. If you sit in all 3, or you go through all 3 like I just did, you get precision, which gives you 2% crit chance up to 20%. That is so good. It is very good. Now, focus is if you just sit in one of them. If you sit in one of them, you get the honey circle around you, and it converts your pollen that you have in your bag. And you get, like, look, I have 100,000 pollen. If I sit in one, I get 1 focus token, and it converts it all. Now, it's not going to convert it all, regardless of what it is. At most, I've seen it convert, like, 10 mil. Which, from my normal capacity, is like 65 mil when I'm boosting or so. Well, not when I'm boosting, but like just in a field. I think I've seen it go up to 65. I say that's average, right? Now, obviously, if I go into Spider or something, I can get up to like 100k or 100 mil, but that's not very realistic all the time, so we're gonna look at an average. Average, I'm probably around 65 million, and yeah. As you can see, like here, I'll give an illustration. See, it puts the dot. If I stand in one, it gives me another focus stack, and we get a bunch of honey, and it converts it. So, very nice. There we go, look at that. Now, Vector V is obviously very good. His Triangulate is probably one of the better abilities in the game. Same with, there's a lot of them, right? If you get any of these Mythic Vs, I'm going to say this right now, and a lot of people might disagree with this, but if you get any of them, you should be keeping them. The reason being is you can feed them blueberries, strawberries, sunflower seeds, or pineapples, and there's a chance to get them gifted. And gifted mythics, all of them, even this spicy bee, I don't have it yet. Now, I've literally been trying to get this spicy bee forever to gift it because I have 5,000 strawberries that I am just sitting on because none of my bees take strawberries. It's annoying. This is the only guy that I don't even know if he takes strawberries because I don't have him. Now, this guy is pretty decent for red hives, and I do want him because it's the only bee I have not discovered outside of events. Obviously, digital bee is going to take me, like, forever. That is going to take, like, you're gonna see probably another 100 videos. And I'm being generous here. You're gonna see probably another 100 videos from me before you see me get digital bee. That's how insane digital bee is. Now, need to take a drink of water there. Stay hydrated. There's your daily reminder to drink water. Anyway, we're gonna do round 7 here. This is honestly going pretty decent. I'm not even gonna lie. So I think upgrading my bees definitely helped a bit. Ooh, red pollen, that's good, that's good. I don't like these options. I really don't. These options are kinda... Yikes. These aren't very good. Okay. It looks like we're meant to take Tadpole. Well, I'm gonna take Commander because Tadpole doesn't do any damage. Tadpole's damage is horrible. We're gonna take Lion there, and we're gonna take Credit because we got that last round. Oh, blue screen. Blue boost tokens grant attack and blue V attack for 15 seconds. I have no blue boost Bs, so that's not gonna help me in literally any way. So we're gonna re-roll that. B attack, yeah, let's grab this. Red pollen, we can grab that later. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so let's get back to it. Oh no, the scorpions respawned. We have enough bees, it shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, there we go. Now, for those of you who, another question, because while we do this, I'm just answering a bunch of questions that a lot of people might have. Now, a good thing to do, for those of you who don't know, is mobs can drop you tickets. For me, I obviously need, like, probably, what, 250 more tickets? I'll probably get 25 more. Oh, I need to do a meteor shower. I'm stupid. Oh, crap. Oh, I do the meteor showers every morning, for those of you who don't know. I literally told I met a guy yesterday. He was newer. I like to do the meteor showers for the new guys. It helps them out. And, like, sure, in my opinion, it does take away from the game a little bit. But, like, hey, if they're feeling, like, if they're feeling, what's the word? Courteous enough to ask, that's not the word I'm looking for. But, I want to use a different word, but I don't really think that's age appropriate. If they're gutsy, there's the word I'm looking for. If they're feeling gutsy enough to ask me, then I'm a generous person when I play this game. Obviously, I'll give people sprouts and stuff. I'll do sprouts for people. Like, I only have 16. That's because I literally wasted 120 in Stump with another guy trying to get blueberries for Buoyant. That's how that went. I think I gave the other guy, like, he got a gold egg from an epic sprout. Like, he got a bunch of stuff. It was really, really nice. He was very thankful afterwards, and I enjoy doing that, right? Like, I like to help out the community. Because at some point, I am going to get to a point where I have done everything in this game. And, like, here's the thing. My end goal game for Bee Swarm is I would like to get on the leaderboard. That is a very, very high bar, because there are a lot of YouTubers a lot bigger than me who play Bee Swarm. And they are they're a lot better than I am at this. So I've got a lot of catching up to do, but I think it would be really cool to get on to the leaderboard one day. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen, but it's always worth a shot. We'll see. I don't know if hell, I could be playing this game in like a couple of years and be the best in the entire game. I could be better than that Evil guy I mentioned before, which he is one of, I think he's the best in Hive, if I'm not wrong. So that's kind of nuts to say. It's gonna take years. Like, don't get me wrong, it's gonna take me at least a year of constant grinding, macroing, whatever. And that's if Onnit doesn't add any more updates. For those of you who don't know, Onnit is the maker of Bee Swarm. He does a bunch of events and stuff. It's cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna get this round 7 Robo challenge. I am nowhere near getting the pollen I need. Not even from all my precise bees. Like, they're hidden and it gives me pollen from that. Not anywhere close. We're not even close. That's like ridiculous. Even my vectors, when they do the, what's the word, triangulate, it's still not enough. So we're gonna end it here. As you guys can see, we're gonna get some pretty, like, these are some pretty good rewards. 5 hard waxes is not bad. 2.2 mil, that's not bad. Like, that's your average Panda Bear quest, right? And you get better rewards. Now, obviously, if I claim this, let's see if we... Yeah, that's honestly a very good red amulet. Like, a very, very good red cog amulet. Now, I'm not going to take it because obviously I'm white and I need the instant white conversion and the white pollen. But that is a very good red amulet right there. Okay. With that being said, I think I am... Well, actually, here. Before we end the video, let's see if... No, we had 18 minutes on that. I believe I'm gonna end the video here. So, if you enjoyed, yeah, you know, do the things, leave a like, subscribe if you feel like it. It is completely free. I don't benefit from it in any way. It just gets my content out to more people, so more people will see this, and then more people can, I don't know, either be inspired to make a YouTube channel of their own, or, you know, play Bee Swarm Simulator. It brings more attention to the game. So, yeah, share it around, show your friends, and peace out.